Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Jayhawks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Tigers offense takes the field. They share a border and not much else, and even if they don't play regularly, the one thing that stays constant is their contempt for each other.
There have been a lot of shootouts in the past between these two teams. Remember Todd Reesing going up against Chase Daniel, lighting up the scoreboard? That's what I remember about this rivalry.
Yeah, points at a premium, offenses flying up and down the field, and a lot of people in the stands that don't like each other.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will take the field for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They were waving the wheat off, and as Kansas blew out Mizzou the last time they met.
Well, that blowout win sat great with Kansas, not so great with Missouri, David. Missouri trying to turn the page here quickly.
And it's so hard in these.
And he's running in the open at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive man.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reese, and Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 1890.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll try the right side. Oh, better look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. The quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. The pirouette on the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's right on target. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Landry. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Tigers will hustle to the line. He's going to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring it down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense is just...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Looking to pass on second down. On target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Field goal is good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, and it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the border war. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Going for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Handoff to the lone back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the stomping has commenced. Lock, chalk, Jayhawk as KU is starting to pull away.
And Kansas getting it done. Executing here in this rivalry game in the second half. Starting to put it on Missouri. They better respond.
KU is delivering the KO. They are making plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best runner.
And the quarterback is knocked down back into 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, they've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today. And check out what's going down. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 4 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
They're down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Powers forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life for this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Touchdown, Kansas! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back goes in motion. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's
open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And the punishment has been extended.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Give to the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds his man. It's Paul. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Back to throw, it's Pedrino. Tight end finds a soft spot. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able...
Off he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by a field goal over NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Pedrino. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Mizzou coming out with Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Buys a little extra time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. 1st down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. What a snag by the defense. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Pedrino. This time he's got his man. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short, and they want to find a way to pull this one out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking down the middle, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas! And the pummeling has started.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Offense gets set for second down. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw. It's Pedrino. Coming after him. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath